Now let's turn over to Storm Watch 12. Chief Meteorologist Matt Hoffman to give us a look at what our conditions are like outside right now.
Well, it is pretty cold out there. Not as cold as last night, especially for the west side. It's 28 in Medford. We're down to 22 in Montague, 8 degrees in Klamath Falls, and we're above 0 in Lakeview, 2 degrees right now. But we will be seeing temperatures trending up in general over the next 7 days. We are sitting at 48 degrees in Brookings, so still pretty mild along the coast. Winds are fairly light for most inland valleys, but notice winds picking up for some of the higher terrain and then also along the coast. That is as the storm system advances. We're seeing some passing higher level clouds out there, generally seeing mostly clear to partly cloudy skies now. But we'll see clouds filling back in tomorrow and eventually some wet weather that's offshore starting to push in as we go through the course of the morning. Tonight, temperatures dropping down into the lower to middle 20s. For most spots, a little bit on the milder side, comparatively speaking, for places like Grants Pass and Medford, but maybe in Siskiyou County, a few spots dipping down into the teens, especially in Doris. The east side will be cold tonight and fairly mild along the coast. Brookings down to 40 tonight. Winds will be gusty for the mountains and then also the coast for tomorrow, but there'll be enough mixing going on that air quality should improve for the region. Look for that wet weather to spread inland, snow in the higher elevations, but snow levels will be rising as we go through the morning into the afternoon, and depending on basically how quickly that milder air works on in, we will be concerned about maybe a transition for some spots to freezing rain where the surface is still below freezing, but the precipitation changes to the form of rain, and that will freeze on contact once that rain hits the ground. So this winter weather advisory above 5,500 feet for the Cascades and Siskiyous, a combination of snow and that freezing rain threat, but there will be some wintry weather for the east side as well and in some of the higher terrain of Siskiyou County. As far as amounts go, about 3 to 6 inches at Lake of the Woods. Crater Lake could see about a half a foot or more of snow. Notice some light snow totals for the east side, but there will also be the concern of freezing rain as well for the east side. We'll be watching the radar very closely tomorrow morning. Josh will have updates on News Watch 12 this morning on this winter storm that's going to be moving on in. Here's a look at by midday with Stormcast, snow impacting our higher terrain, rain just for the Rogue Valley and then back to the west to the coast. And then notice a pretty wintry mess for the east side by later tomorrow into tomorrow evening. And then things wind down as we head into Wednesday morning. Maybe a lingering shower or two for parts of the area Wednesday, but we should see this system moving out. Temperatures a bit milder as well. So some better travel conditions Wednesday. Tuesday, Thursday, though, some wintry weather could cause a bit of an issue. Big blast of cold air in the central U.S., but we're going to get warmer as we head into the Christmas holiday. Check this out. Mild and above average temperatures, highs in the 50s in the Rogue Valley, but parts of the area could see some rain. We'll be watching that closely in the days ahead. The coast will have the best chance at some wet weather this weekend for Christmas Eve and Christmas Day. Northern California, some rain and snow tomorrow. Breezy winds, especially in the higher terrain. For the Klamath Basin, look for snow with the potential for some freezing rain as well tomorrow. A wintry mix for sure, and we'll see that up in the mountains as well. Snow impacting travel, especially over the Cascades, but the Siskiyou Summit will see some light snow. And then for the Rogue Valley, just going to be mainly a rain event. Snow levels will climb as we head through the morning hours, and then more opportunities at some wet weather later this week.
And the January 6th committee investigating former President Trump has made